Hi there, Ken from Wally World Gallery in Ormond Beach again. Today I'd like to talk about lighting on your artwork and picture lights in general. As you can see the wall behind me of Grant Wolf's photography, we have it lit with track lighting and LED floodlights. It's a very energy efficient way of doing it. It's a very high powered light. Track lights have fallen out of style, but they're very appropriate for a gallery, so we can adjust where the light hits just right. We can add lights to it, take them away very efficiently and easily. So if you have an art wall in your home that changes regularly, track lighting might be appropriate for you. Ideally, in picture lighting, you want to have the light come from the top and go down. Most picture lights mount to the top of the frame. Some picture lights, they call them mantle lights, will sit on a fireplace mantle and illuminate up. But that way you end up with odd shadows. So ideally, top down is the way to go. You never want to use fluorescent lights when illuminating artwork. Fluorescent make the most damaging ultraviolet lights, and that will destroy a lot of artwork. So the battery operated picture light skipped over the generation from incandescent to LED. There is no real fluorescent picture lights. There were, but they're exceptionally hard to find, and they did your art damage. So we're glad that is out of style now. The color of lighting is very important to the art as well. Right here you're seeing about 3800 Kelvin color, so it's slightly warm. Anything colder than that, you become very sterile. Our floodlights, or rather our fluorescent lights in the store that we have, we've changed them out to LEDs over the years, but they're 4000 Kelvin, and that's a nice, bright, welcoming light without being sterile, and that's what you want to go for. We have a couple of options available. These are battery-operated LED lights that mount to the top of the frame. They're rather bulky, but they hold the batteries within the light fixture itself. They last about 100 hours on the battery pack. You can dim them to whatever brightness you'd like. And these are fairly inexpensive, very long-lasting. It's a good option for you if you don't have the ability to hardwire anything in. Secondly, one of my favorite fixtures to go with, if you already have the can light fixtures in the ceiling, these are called, well, Method lights are the company that makes them. These screw into the light fixture just like a normal light bulb. But once they're in the light fixture, you can aim them wherever you'd like, so you can get a good focus on your wall. And speaking of focus, you can actually adjust the focal beam of the light too, to really zone in on your artwork. And finally, there's a remote control. You can adjust the brightness and the color temperature of these lights, really allowing you to bring in that exact lighting you're looking for. These are fantastic little fixtures. So if you have a floodlight or a spotlight in your house and you want to upgrade it to better show off your artwork, this is definitely a wonderful option for you. They also have a memory feature in them. So if your ceiling light fixtures are controlled by a wall switch, this will remember it. Every time you flip that wall switch on, it'll be exactly the same setting you had it on. Very nice little fixture. Ideally, I don't particularly care for batteries, so I like to have something hardwired like this. If you can have an electrician wire in a can light fixture above your artwork, this is a great option for you. If you can't have an electrician wired in, this same company makes this same fixture battery powered. It mounts to the ceiling, it has a little beam that you can focus and point right at your art, and the battery is rechargeable. And you say, but it's on the ceiling, Ken, how am I going to do that? They thought of that too. The power cord is on a stick with a magnet, and you just click right to the ceiling and walk away. Next day it's fully charged, ready for another 100 hours of use. So there's plenty of options out there if that's what you'd like to go with. So just to cover the basics, LED is energy efficient, wonderful for the art, and you can pick your color temperature. So those are all pluses. Fluorescent wants nothing to do with artwork. You want to stay away from fluorescent lights and artwork. If you don't believe me, go to your local hospital and see those fluorescents that are on all the time and look at the piece of art directly underneath one of them. It's ruined, I guarantee you. And incandescents, they're more expensive to run. They add heat and add energy use, but it's a nice warm color. So if you can't stand the LEDs, Stick with your incandescent, your halogens, things of that nature for that nice warm glow that you're going to want to get. Stay below 4,000 Kelvin if you're looking for a color temperature. And hopefully these simple little guidelines help you in your search for the perfect picture light. If not, give us a call. Come down to the store and see us. We'll be glad to walk you through your options. That's Ken from Wally World Gallery, Norman Beach. Thanks for watching.